The following contains spoilers for the upcoming season of Game of Thrones. Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about Dario Naharis and his role in the upcoming seasons. The last scene in which we saw Dario was in the season 6 finale, in which Daenerys was about to set sails, was about to leave for Westeros, but before she could have done it, she had to break her ties with Dario at Tyrion's prompting, fearing that bringing Dario to Westeros would be a detriment to her cause. As Daenerys is finally heading to Westeros with her two big armies, with her advisors and with her allies, Dario and the Second Sons are left in Meereen to keep and to enforce the Queen's peace in already mentioned the greatest city-state of the Bay of Dragons, Meereen, along with two other great city-states that are part of the former Slavers' Bay, until the people choose their own rulers. Dario Naharis, the man that appeared in more than 20 episodes so far, the man that killed his superiors upon receiving commands that he didn't like, that he didn't want to obey, the man that was sold by his own mother to a slave master from Tolos due to his aggressive, unruly behavior and tendency to get into fights. This same man was trained as a pit fighter, was one of the best, if not the best fighter who won that many fights that he was able to buy his freedom. He's highly skilled warrior and already proven commander. After all of this being said, we can say for sure that this same man, Dario Naharis, is a man of action. A man that most certainly won't just lie his sword down, be in Meereen with his sellsword company, the Second Sons doing nothing, while his queen is going to face a lot of enemies, a lot of battles in which Dario and his Second Sons would be more than helpful. But let's assume that Dario and his sellsword company are going to obey Dany's orders, that they are going to enforce the Queen's peace in the Bay of Dragons for a few months until people choose their rulers. But what then? What will happen after people choose their rulers? I don't know about you, but I can't imagine this character disappearing and never showing up again, not after he played his role in 21 episodes of total 60, not after we saw his commanding skills and his brilliant strategy mind that he revealed in already mentioned last scene of his in which he was left behind. In that same scene, upon Dany's statement that he is not coming with her and her armies, Dario replied with, "New strategy? You want the Second Sons to attack from the west coast to take Casterly Rock so that Lannisters would have nowhere to run." Daenerys might have partially made a good decision leaving Dario behind, but on the other hand, she has also done a terrible mistake, which she is going to figure out once she carries out an ambush that is going to take place in the middle of the upcoming season. A confirmed battle, in which Dany riding Drogon and her Dothraki horde are going to attack Lannister's army with Jaime Lannister on its head, and Tarly's army with Randall and Dickon on its head, an ambush that will happen while those two armies are heading home upon defeating Tyrell forces and upon conquering Highgarden. This same ambush will result with Daenerys' victory, and while Randall and Dickon are going to be captured, Jaime and Bronn will somehow manage to escape in the heat of the battle, will run and hide in Casterly Rock, which they wouldn't be able to do if Dany had accepted Dario's idea, if Daenerys didn't leave Dario in Meereen, but accepted his suggestion in which he would lead the Second Sons, would attack the west coast and would take the Casterly Rock, Lannister's stronghold. There are also floating around a few theories that Dario and his sellsword company, that fights for coin and for highest bidder, are going to be bought by the Lannisters of Euron Greyjoy, theories in which Dario would arrive at Westeros with his Second Sons and would fight against his lover Daenerys. In my opinion, it's certainly an interesting possibility, as he did kill his last two superiors upon receiving an orders he didn't want to obey, but I don't think the same is going to happen in this case. While on the other hand, I think that at some point of the upcoming seasons, Dario will arrive with his Second Sons at Westeros, but not as Dany's enemy, but as her savior. At this point, it's not even a theory, but rather a fact that Daenerys will, in the very beginning of Season 7, lose her two allies, will lose Yara and her Greyjoy forces along with her second ally, the Sand Snakes and their forces, as a result of those two being defeated from Euron Greyjoy and his Iron Fleet upon attacking Euron in order to take the Iron Islands under Yara's rule, the event which firstly was a theory but after not that long became a certain event of the upcoming season, as a lot of leaked photos confirmed it. In conclusion, Dario might come to Westeros as Dany's savior, as a man that was left behind, but also as a proven commander with highly admirable strategy mind and a big amount of soldiers, which Dany would be happy to see if her army, beside at this point already destroyed allies, would also start decreasing its numbers due to a few battles, such as ambush on Tarlis and Lannisters, who with joined forces will manage to defeat her last ally, Tyrells. In my opinion, it's possible that Dario, who beside his loyalty towards Dany also loves her, will show up after a short absence and will arrive at Westeros in the crucial moment in order to provide his queen and lover more soldiers, and in order to provide her a new general, advisor and strategist that Dario truly is. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section down below. Do you think that Dario has already played his role and that showrunners decided to simply leave him behind instead of killing him? Or do you think that Dario was left behind as some sort of cliffhanger, only to appear as Dany's savior? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.